Everyone out there, I'm so excited to tell about a new podcast that's coming, the new studio here, office, and the new camp and everything that's happening. Listen here, we are back in California. Vista, California is part of San Diego, and so many things are happening. We have rented a place here, the last Reformation, more than a movement, a lifestyle. Here we have our office. This is our office here. Asia is sitting here ready, working on something. Look at this amazing little room here. Yeah. But together with this office here, this is part of something called the Film Hub, where there's a lot of more office all over the place. And together with this, we have access to so many amazing things. We have access to a podcast studio, control room, green room, stage 2, and a lot of things in here. And here is the thing I love. Look here. La podcast studio. This is going to be our new podcast studio because we are starting a podcast in a few days. Here we have the studio. Here we have the overflow room. And this place is amazing. So many things are going to happen here in California and not out from California to the rest of the world. So we have the office here. We have the studio here. 10 minutes from here, we have our camp where we had our first gathering with all our helpers and staff yesterday. And I took a little recording yesterday and you can see that here. Are we ready for California? First meeting here, gathering. What you see behind me is the helpers, and more people are coming in, and we are so ready for what God is going to do in California. Are we ready? That was the camp, 10 minutes from here. Here we have the studio, and here we have the podcast room. And already this weekend, we will come out with the first podcast. We are doing a podcast called This Is Real Podcast. Honest, provoking, and truth. That is the words. Honest, provoking, and truth. I can put a picture in here where you can see it. I'm very excited for this. I'm also a little nervous because we are going to say things we haven't said before. We are going to point things out we haven't pointed out before. We are going to be very direct because I see a deception in the church today like I've never seen before. And it's time to be honest. Not that we are dishonest in other times, but it's time to be honest in that way that it's time to speak it out to all of you what we are seeing. And that is what I have the word honest. There have been times we have been sharing things in our circles. We have been sharing things on our school. We have been sharing things amongst our staff. When people from the house fellowships all over the world have been reaching out to us, people we work with, and say, Torben, what do you think about this and this person? What do you think about this and this doctrines? Then we have shared with them what we saw. And it has been a big blessing. It has been a big help for them. And it really set people free. But God has been dealing us what we have been sharing a little bit behind closed doors. It's time to come out in the light. What have been shared in the secret will now be shouted for the rooftop. We want to come out and we want to do some podcasts where we are going to be very clear, very honest about some of the deception we are seeing. Sometimes, often saying names. Why? Because it's time to speak. It's time to speak the truth. And I've been battling a lot with this. I have been battling a lot with this podcast. I've been nervous for it. But I've got so many confirmation the last month here where we have been preparing. And I just know this is God who wants us to do it. I know it's not everyone who will like it. I know there is a big group of people out there, people who even follow TLR, who will dislike it and not be angry of it and say, Tom, why do you do it like that? And then I know there's a lot of other people out there who say, finally, somebody speaks out about what is happening. We are going to go out live, go out with the first program on Friday. And it will be every Friday from now on. And then on Monday we will go live. So every Friday we will give out a program, and every Monday we will go live where you have the opportunity to join in with your questions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What about this? What about that? And so that will be a live thing. The first thing we are doing this Friday is about the movie, The American Gospel, and about what we see, the deception in both camps. And then we will go live Monday next week with it. And we are very, very excited. More information is going to come out one of the next days, so be ready for that. But just want you to see the place, the podcast room here, and everything God is doing. We will also start with weekly meetings. And I want you to show this here, because it's just so amazing what is happening. So this is the podcast room. This is our office. And then I just want to take you outside. Here, I can show you here also if there's no people in here. There's some of the friends in there. Then we have a room here. This is also a room we can use for filming and meetings and so on. And it's just amazing. And God has really opened this place for us where we have access to all of this by renting an office. When you go out the door here, it's locked. It's the back door here. Okay, if you go out this door here. So here you can see, here you can see the place, the film hub from outside. Just on the other side of this, there is a church. Newcomb Church. Ta-da, New Community Church. There we are going to have weekly meeting. We have rented this church. Our cafe boss will be there. There is a tent, and there we will start here in Vista with weekly meeting also. So everything is so close. So 10 minutes from here we have the camp. There we have the office, the film hub, and there we will have weekly meetings. Outside there is a tent outside there, you can see, and there the cafe boss will be every Wednesday, and we will have outdoors meeting every week. So many things are happening here in in California, and it's so beautiful. Come and say hi to us. Come and meet us. We will have a kickstart in that church, the 24 and 25 of March. That is in a few weeks. We will have a kickstart in that church, and we are very excited for that. I can put a link in together of this video, and be ready for the podcast. The podcast will come out on many platforms, and this is going to be big. And the first podcast, really see that, because there I'm going to share my heart more in details, why we are stepping out, why we are doing these programs, and it's going to be good. So God bless you from here. Be ready for what is coming. God bless you. Bye bye.